we started look at how to communicate, how to save time while communicating. So we've explored Google, we've explored Gmail, and we've also explored Google Meet. So there are some of the things that are part of Gmail, like Google Chat. We see Space. So today now we'll be looking at, as we continue in this slide, we are going to pause in between. Then we are going to be looking at Google Group and Google Site. All these are what we use for communication. So I just pause it, like where we stopped. This a particular teacher is thinking of how he will use Google Chat. Depending on how knowledgeable we are in the use of this app, this will determine what we are going to use. So like this teacher now, I just put the same that she said that I will like to hold a Google Chat opportunity once a week at the same designated time with any student who need extra support on their assignment. They know I am available during that time, and they can join the group chat on their phone, on their mobile device from wherever they are, to type questions to me. It is like flexible office hour. I think I'll be able to help more students this way. So you can just see this Google Chat like something like WhatsApp group that we created where we communicate. But that WhatsApp group is always open. There's no designated time. You can come in at any time to drop meeting. You understand? But look at this Google Meet that we are using now. This Google Meet, if you come, even though the meet has been scheduled, you can only join the meeting at a particular time, which is 7 p.m. on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If you come at any other point in time, it's not going to be the meeting is not going to hold. So the same way Google Chat also works that way. So if we create a Google Chat, it can be with our students, it can be for ourselves. We know that at a point in time, maybe every Monday 6 to 7 p.m. I'm online for my students. Even though I've taught you in the class, if you didn't understand, you are free to come and ask me your question. I'll be able to attend to you. You can imagine as a teacher, you've closed, you're just relaxing. The normal way, maybe you'll be on social media, you can just take 30 minutes out of those time for students who would like to connect with you online. So that is one way we can use Google Chat according to the quote of this teacher. The next one. So the same goes for this one. This person, I could use the Chat mobile app to create a group chat so that my students could discuss a major social event that is related to our curriculum while it happens live after school hour. With Google Chat, I can share a link to an important media source I find, and I have students to read or watch it, so they are ready to apply what they learn in the next day in class. What differentiates this Google Chat from every other chat is that, unlike every other chat, you are going to see some other things there. There's no way you go to WhatsApp now. You are going to see this group we created, and you are going to see other groups, another message. So during that time, it may be impossible for you as a teacher to focus. You understand? You may not be able to focus on that particular group chat to be able to talk, because there are other things inside. But if you say, okay, this 30 minutes I'm going to be on Gmail chat, definitely you know that you are within the app, and there will not be any form of distraction. Maybe on like WhatsApp, they want to be checking the status, or you want to check people DP. All those options will not be available, and this will also allow students to focus during that time, as there will be less distraction from all these social media apps if they're the one you were using. So that these are the advantages that comes with using Gmail chat. So Mr. Joshua, it's me and you. Let's try and answer this question. What are the benefits of using Google Chat? So you can just let us know The same says select all. You can just communicate what you think the answer is with, since it's just two of us here, instead of typing the
Okay.
answer.
Um, I think students are able to find answers from others. Let's say A to D.
So everything. Okay, let's see. Even though we didn't look at the chart in detail, yes, A to D, thank you. That is fine. Like I said, that it is like WhatsApp group. It's only that is less of distraction compared to those ones.
Yeah, A.
Have you used the chat before? Or you are just thinking it is possible? Since it is possible with every other app, it should be possible, right? Hello?
I say yes, it will be possible.
Okay. Google Chat can be accessed in all the following ways, except how can we access Google Chat? Where can we find it? How can it be accessed?
Except B.
B?
A mobile
I don't
device.
know.
No.
A mobile
D.
device.
D.
B,
D.
then
D.
Chrome
Mobile device.
extension.
I
Okay.
even got it before. I can't change. Okay.
When you delete a conversation in Google Chat list, the conversation is still visible for any other person involved in the conversation until they also delete the conversation from their chat list.
That should be false.
Okay.
Oh.
What do you have to say?
Agreed now. You have just told me the answer.
You know what? Just see it like if you send message on this WhatsApp messenger, if you delete the conversation, it will still be visible to the other person. You only delete your own. It is only in WhatsApp that will give you option to delete for everyone. That is if the person have not yet read the information. Once they've read the information, it is visible to one person. Then even though when you delete it, you understand, it will still be visible there.
To the person that.
That I've already viewed. Even on WhatsApp group, it's like WhatsApp groups is like that. So the next one we are looking at is Google Group, like I told you earlier. So Google Group, just see Google Group like WhatsApp group, you understand. That's something like that. It's just that it is focused now, it's built on Google. It's not WhatsApp that is owned by Meta. So it's an easy to use application that acts as a discussion board and mailing list to reach large group of people. Participants in a Google group can create, post and respond to discussion and question by web interface and email. So this is what really differentiates it from the popular one we know, maybe the WhatsApp group. The WhatsApp group cannot send email. You can't get email notification. But with Google group, you can create, you can post, you can respond to discussion and question by web interface or by email. Imagine, just see yourself that each time you post a question on WhatsApp, that is sent a notification to Gmail, to your email. So that's how Google group works. So whether you create a post or you respond to a post, it will be available on the main interface, which is the web interface. You will also get a notification in your email. So there are two ways you can be communicating. It is even possible for you, you may not be on the web interface. You can just be replying from it from your Gmail when the notification comes in, depending on what you feel that is more comfortable for you or the one you prefer. So group collect the email address from each participant within a group and create one original email address for the entire group. So look at this one now. Unlike I will always make WhatsApp, I just want us to be on the same page to understand. Unlike WhatsApp, that we connect to it by our phone number, you understand. Unlike WhatsApp, that we connect to it by our phone number, in Google group, we just connect to it through email. So instead of you going to the group and be sending one message so that everybody will see it, in Google group, as immediately you create the group, one email will be generated from that group. So imagine you want to send all of them personalized email, individual email. Let's assume that you have 26 in the group. Instead of you sending your message to 26 people, you can just use the group email that was generated when the group was created to send message to everybody. So that's the way it works. So in Google group, you collect email address from each participant within a group and create one original email address. That one original email address will serve as alias to all other email address, such that when you need to send them message, the 26 of them, you don't have to be pressing their email one after the other. Just one email will send information to all of them. Imagine in your school, they are using this thing, and there are about 50 staff in your school. You now form a Google group with them. With the Google group, instead of you typing their email address one after the other, you can just type the email address of the group, and all the 50 teachers will get the same email at the same time. So that's one advantage that comes with Google group. So in this lesson, we'll show you how to create a Google group, how you can add participants, and how you can send email to the group email address to instantly connect with every participant. So we use Google Group to build better class communication. You can use it for yourself, you can use it for your class, you understand. You can collect the email address from your students and use it. So you can use it organization, you can use it for your organization, for your classes, for your team, and other group that can use Google Group to do things such as you find people with similar hobbies or interests and take part in online conversation. You can email each other using Google Group email address, work on projects together, organize meeting and event together. So for you to do it, you just have to go to groups.google.com and click create group to get started. So it is simple. I will be expecting that after today, maybe for our ongoing conversation, we can just create a Google group. We just call it teachers that have met at Phenomenon 1.0 that are doing Google training, Google for Education training, something like that. So we all add our email address there. Once we add our email address, I don't have to remember Mr. Joshua email address or Mrs. Olanike email address before I send them message. By just using the group, I will just send them. So you can create the group for yourself, you can create for your student. So simply go to groups.google.com and click create to get Google. So you see, this is how it look like by this side, by this my small video here. So you can see, you enter your group name, you enter the group email address. So automatically the group email address is gotten from the group name. You understand? So you just give it a small description. This group is for teachers or so, or this group is for my students in 2023/2024 section that will be teaching maybe mathematics or English language. Then it's going to have at googlegroups.com. That is going to be the acronym. You understand? So I expect for us to create a group after now. So establish general group information. So there are some information you need to put when you create this group. When you create a Google group, you have the opportunity to establish the group general information settings. The general information are important because this is where you will select your group name, email address, allow topic types, and decide what kind of information your group member can post. Permission are another important setting within groups. By choosing between public, anyone can ask, and only invited user. What does it want mean is that for this permission, just like when you share your document, you can share with everybody. Anybody on online can see it, and that's when you make it public. So you can also say anyone with the link can ask to join, or we leave it that only invited user can join the group. So it depends on what you want to perform. If you want to be inviting people, or you want to anyone with the link can join, we can create that, so it is possible. So, and these are what you see. If who can view the conversation, all members of the group can view conversation, you understand. Who can post, group member can post. Who can view members, only group members can view. So depending, like this one now, who can post, we have it up to the public. We have this one to the public, but who can view, members in the group can only be group member. Just like on WhatsApp group, if the admin set it that anyone can join, that you can invite people, you will be able to add people to the group. But if they did not put it that way, you will not be able to add people, even though you send the link out, and you will not be able to see the people in the group. So the other general information is, you also discuss who can join by following what the privacy settings I'm trying to demonstrate here. So you can be able to pick based on any of these three as displayed. So now that you've created a group, we have not created a group, but I hope you will create one. It is time to populate it with and engage participants. The path you take to add members to your group will heavily depend on your selected permission settings. If you selected public, your participant can simply search for your group and join in. Or you can share the group URL and people can click join group to post. So depending on the way you want the group to perform, maybe you want anybody to be able to join, or you want only the people you invited to join. So these are all what the settings you have under how you add participants to your group. So every Google group is automatically given a custom email address based on the name of the group. I think I've said that. This email address is useful because now you can send email to every member using a single email address. I said that. Instead of you to send email address to different people using different phone number all at the same time, you can send email address to all members in the group just by clicking one, just by using one group email. So this is more effective than simply creating a contact group within Gmail, because you cannot bypass Gmail daily sending limit of 500 email. Like imagine in a group you have or maybe in a school you want to send message to the members, to all the students in your school. If the school population is more than 500, you won't be able to use email to send it to them, because email can only send 500 email per day, you understand. So with Google groups, if you create one, you'll be able to use their email address to send to even more than 500 email. So Google Group provide each student in a classroom with his or her own unique voice. Sometimes students may be hesitant to raise their hand in class, often regarded as being disengaged from the lesson, yet they are entirely on task if just a little hesitant to be at the center of attention. So we are saying that you can use Google Groups to engage with your students. That there are some students that they may not be able to raise up their hand in the class that they want to talk, but if you create a group to house them, you can see such students dropping their opinion, dropping their contribution, and you'll be surprised that this is a particular student that doesn't talk in my class, you understand. And you see them communicating and presenting their own idea into writing. You know, it's not everybody that likes talking. Some people prefer to put their whatever they want to say, they prefer to put it into writing. So by creating those groups, we give such students a voice, such student voice in our class. So there are 4 group styles for you to choose from when you are creating your group. You can create email list, web forum, question and answer forum, collaborative inbox. So the types of groups selected in the creation process will determine how users receive information from the group. For example, selecting email list or web forum will determine whether participants engage through email or the web platform respectively. So if you create email list, that means they won't be able to talk through web, there won't be web platform, they can only communicate through email. But if you select web forum, they will be able to go to Google platform, that's the Google group, to drop their message, and you also get notification. So we also have collaborative inbox where all the information is in one inbox. Everybody see what another person has posted or the question they've asked. And we also have question and answer forum. Question and answer forum is someone can drop a question, anybody in the group can respond to the question, and you see that a particular response have been made and it will be there. So subsequent people will not need to ask the same question, and it has already been, and if it has already been answered, they too they can see it as well. Choosing Q&A from group. Choosing Q&A forum group offer a way for contributor to pose and answer question. This is a great way to teach students to work together to find answer instead of them always relying on the teachers. You can decide to give your question to your student, in a class. By the time after your lesson, if they ask class, it's always the teacher that will answer. But with Google groups, you can even give them the learning objective earlier. They can ask their questions and they can reply to each other. So in this way, it will not be only the teacher responding to their question. Students can also help one another, just like a student in a class that knows something explaining to another student. But if they are not in a boarding school, it may not be possible. But with technology and creating a Google group for them, even though while they are at home, they can be able to engage themselves in a meaningful way. So finally, collaborative inbox allow users to assign topic to other users, providing greater control over the group to each of its members. So for you to do this, you follow the link to learn more about each of the 4 groups. Maybe when I post the video, I'll try and give you the link where you can follow to learn more. So just know that depending on what you want to achieve will determine the kind of Google groups you will create. But don't forget that we have 4 group type. We have email list, web forum, Q&A forum group, and collaborative inbox. Collaborative inbox allow you to assign to another user a particular topic. So as a teacher, if you create a collaborative inbox, you are going to have like a control over what is going on and who is to answer a question. So lesson check. Why is creating a Google group a more effective means of communication than creating a contact group inside Gmail? Yes, what is our answer? A, B, C, or D? Hello, Mr. Joshua. Mr. Olanike, are you there?
Yes, so I did.
So what do you think the answer is?
A.
A. Mr. Olanike, what about you? Mrs. Olanike, what about you?
D.
D. Maybe we've explained this part before you join us, but let's see the answer before I will. Okay, you're laughing. But thank you for trying. So one important effective means of communication is that with Google Groups, it allows you to send more email, because Gmail has a sending limit of 500 email per day. I think I said that. So the correct answer is A. With Google Group, you can send more than 500 email. That was when I cite an example that imagine in your school, I don't know if you are here, that if you have like your students, you have more than 500 students and you want to send them email. If you are using Gmail, by the time you get to 500, you won't be able to send any mail again. But with Google Group, you can send to all your students. So it allows you to bypass that 500 email send limit. I don't even know if you people are aware that there's send limit on Gmail, because you don't often send more than 1 or 2 email per day.
Yes.
So there's a limit. So what are the 3 levels of basic permission settings in a group? Select all that apply. What are the permission? I think I mentioned this permission too. What are the permission? that you can have, that you can set while creating your group? We should select all that apply, or is everything that apply?
A, B, and D.
What about you, Miss Olanike? Hello, are you there?
I'm here.
What do you think the answer is? Let's just have your opinion.
A, E, D.
A, B, D. Thank you. Let's check the answer so that I don't tell you what is not right. Even though we've communicated, yes. You can set this 3-level basic permission. Anyone can ask to join. Only invited user or public. Private is not there. You know, we said it's a group. By the time you make it private, only to you. Nobody will be in the group except only you. So that option is not available. Thank you for communicating. So when creating a Google group, selecting the email list group type allow user to interact with the group in which of the following ways? Yes, I'm listening. Can you see my screen?
That should be web. B.
That should be B. What about you, Miss Olanike? Mrs. Olanike? When creating a Google group, selecting the email list group type allow user to interact with the group in which of the following way?
She has answered though, it's on the chat.
Okay.
Chat box.
Okay. So let's go and view the answer. When we create, I told you that when you create email list, it will allow the user only to interact through email. But if you create a web interface, they will be able to chat, and at the same time it can send notification to their email. Do you understand? So it's a notification. Maybe that's why you are picking option B. You understand? But when you create only the email list, there won't be any web forum for them to chat from. It will only be through email. Is that understood?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
One way to share your group and increase participation is by inviting members directly through email. True or false?
True.
True.
It's true.
Okay, they are saying it's true. Are you true? Let's check.
Very true.
Okay, that's correct. Thank you. So we are done with Google Group. So I expect you after now, you can just create a Google Group just for demonstration. You see how you use it. Then you can see if it's a better. I think it has several advantage over other form of communication that we might be using before. So the second one we are looking at tonight is Google Site. Or before I continue, any question with Google Group? Any question with Google Group?
None.
Okay. What about you, Miss Olanike?
No question.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to. So creating Google site. In this lesson, we will consider a Google site can help you communicate the work of your students with parents and your broader school community. With the skill identified in this lesson, you will soon be able to design and customize your class site and create a convenient well-designed workspace for your students. For example, during your next design thinking activity, students can develop a Google site to promote the new product they have created. So this is just one way. But for us, what do you think you want to showcase with Google site? Or have you heard about Google site before? What do you think you want to showcase with Google site? Let's even start from that place. Let me listen to you. Have you used Google site before? And as a teacher,
No.
You said yes.
I said no.
What about you, Mr. Joshua? So how do you think you want to use Google site now that we are looking at it?
Yeah, of course to yes, of course to showcase some of the activities the students are doing and also the works that I'm doing.
So then, since in your school they are not
Okay,
having it, didn't you
students.
think it would be better to showcase most of your own work, the work that you are doing as a teacher? You understand? You have been teaching this your subject.
Yes,
It's not today.
that's
You
what
can
I'm
use it
saying.
to show expertise of your own work. How good you are, what you have done with
Yes.
different students at different level. So you can use it as a portfolio to showcase your work. You understand?
Okay.
Do you understand?
Very, very well. In fact, I'm happy for this.
So we are
I'm
going to
looking
look at
forward
it
for something.
shortly. So I'm trying.
Oh, this way.
Sorry, I'm with you. Okay. So Google sites are incredibly easy to create and personalize. Within Google sites, you have the option to create unique layout for your pages. Just see Google sites as a website. A website that you can design for yourself, for anybody, that will not cost you like money. And everybody anywhere, if you give the address, they will be able to see it. So within Google sites, you can have the options to create unique layout for your pages. These pages can each have a custom look and feel, helping you visualize, organize, and display information to your site visitors. Because Google Sites is so easy to use, students and teachers can unleash their creativity while still building a powerful hub for communication across a variety of devices and screen sizes. So what we are saying is, imagine as a teacher, maybe I've been in my school and I've been teaching, let's say, mathematics or further maths, and I've been handling exam classes. I can showcase the list of the students that I have taught and what they have had and what their result is in the previous exam, just to demonstrate my competence and my expertise in preparing students for this particular examination. And imagine if you are able to do it, it won't cost you money or like you giving your site to somebody to design for you. So that is what we'll be looking at, how we can achieve that. So working with Google site is simple. There are 3 parts of your Google site that resemble each other but are actually independent of each other. So these are site document name, site name, and page title. We are going to look at it. So if you look at this emoji, this GIF, this image I'm showing here, I'm trying to demonstrate to us how we can create Google site. So a site document name is the name of the file you will see in your Google Drive, because it will be saved to your Google Drive. This name will only be seen by editors of the site. Only people who have access to edit the site. Two people can create Google site together. You work on it at the same time, just like we work on Google Doc, you understand? So the site name is what you will see in your drive, like what you save the site with. Nobody will see it apart from the editors. Then we have the site name. The site name is what is going to show here where I have this untitled site. That is where it's going to show here. Then we have page title. The page title is the eye-catching text that will appear at the top of the page. It will also appear in the navigation menu. So here is my drive. That environment that let us go back to that environment. That's my drive. This is your page title that I'm talking about, where it's currently typing now. Here we have the site name. Then inside Google Drive, that's where you're going to see this, your site document name. So being able to customize part of your Google site is what makes your creation unique. In a Google site, you can quickly change the background, image, header type, and theme. Themes provide simplicity and unification of style, but can have unintended results too. For example, if a teacher is using one site to house a variety of group projects, then one group theme change is replicated to all groups. All this one is just showing you how you can work with the Google thing, what they've already provided, to blend in colors and to make everything look ideal. I think there was a small work I did for Premier. What is this name of Premier? Is it Premier Academia? What's their name in town? I'm going to show you. It is done on Google site and it is very beautiful. So you can replicate it when you design your own. You can replicate that, and you can choose a theme color, a font. Everything will look alike, but it's just to make everything look the same. But know that it can also be a little bit tasky for you to know where to edit from later. But I always suggest or advise that you do simple site for each purpose that you need them from, so that in case there are problem, you can easily trace and figure them out. So with Google Sites, you'll be able to add text, images, and embedded resources. An example of embedded resources is maybe you copy your Google form. You know, when we are dealing with Google form, I show you where you can copy a code to embed if you're a web developer. You can also do the same you can also copy that code and embed it in Google Sites. You can also embed YouTube videos. You know, when you copy YouTube video, you may want to put it on your site. Let it show that it is on your site. So a site isn't more useful until you add content to it. To quickly add text and images to your site, double-click on the white space or select a text box from the insert menu. You can then add text by typing directly into the box. We are going to be seeing this. And you can use the font formatting tool to get the necessary look and feel. You can also add images and embedded resources within the Insert tab and clicking images on the specific type of item for embedding in the menu. We are going to see it. Your student can use these tools to easily write about their recent adventure to the Science Center and support it with images, map, slide, and presentation. Don't forget that the purpose of this training is not only just for our students. Even though as we are looking at teacher, we are also looking at the way students can use it. So you as a teacher, you must master it first before you be able to give it to your student to do something like that too. So these are just the layout pages of Google site. What you can see, the insert menu, you can insert Google Doc, you can insert Google Sheet, you can insert Google Slide, you understand? And then you can embed YouTube video, you can embed Google Form. All these are what is possible. Then You can also bring out you can also put images from your drive. You understand? Maybe your own image that are not online, or you can upload your own images to your drive. You'll be able to put it, and you're going to see the result of your experiment working. We're going to do something. Let's just quickly, okay, before we take the lesson check, let me see how many slides do I have left. So I think this is my last. So before we take this one, let me just show you a demo of a Google site that I created for a school sometimes ago. I'm coming. I hope we are together.
Very, very well. I'm present.
Okay. I'm trying to go to my drive. I want to bring up that one for you to see. Though there are templates in Google sites, you understand? But I just want you to see a real loading. Let me see, has it finished loading? It's taking time. I don't know why it's taking time like this. I'm still on it. Sorry for taking your time.
So, Eloma,
Yeah, I'm with you.
so you say that this Google site doesn't need much technicality, like
No.
developing,
All the technicality has been taken care of. All what you just need to do is to put your content, put your pictures.
just like cut and paste.
Yeah, just like cut and paste, insert pictures. Then you change your just like when you work on Google Doc or Microsoft Word, you change your font size, you make it bold, you give it a color of your choice. I just wish I can show this. Let me see if I
I'm
can.
about to download the Google site.
You said? Hello, Mr. Lanike, what do you say? Hello?
I'm asking
Yeah, I didn't get
whether
you.
I should. Are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm with you.
To get the Google site, am I to download it?
No, if you are using, I expect you are on laptop, just put site.google.com. Yes, you will see how to create. Maybe instead of showing you that one, maybe let's go how to do it. And you know, I told you that day that you can even create all your apps. Anyhow, you can create it from this Google app icon that I showed to you. Site 2 is there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still trying to load my page. Okay, let me share this tab. So can you see what I'm currently sharing with us now?
No.
Mr. Joshua, can you see
I'm seeing
it?
it now.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm seeing it now.
So for you to go to Google site, you can come here and type
Yes.
site.google.com. It will take you there. Another thing you can
Typing not showing.
okay, it will not, yes, it is not covered in this presentation, may not see it, but you will see this one. Just type to your web browser where you normally type address, just put site.google.com, it will
What
show.
I'm seeing there is site.google.com, then it attached new to it.
It attach what? New. Yes,
Yes.
because it's a new site. That one is also good. Another way you can do it is to come here. See where I'm pointing now. Do you see it? Google Apps.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, you can always use that one. So if you click on it, you just go down until you see site. We are going to see site. My Google. I think it's not one of my mostly visited sites, but if I visited Google sites, it should come up here as one of the sites I've worked with. You can see that all other apps are here, only the Google sites are not there. You understand? So maybe I should, let me just load it from site.google and hit enter. It will come up. Or another option
I
is
don't
another.
think there is site here. I'm not seeing site. What you have here is slide.
Yeah, what I'm saying is because it might not be one of those regularly used app. You know, we don't use it often. You understand?
Okay.
See this my drive now that I'm showing. Can you see this my drive? Let me see if you can see it. You can see different document. Yes, okay, I'm there.
Yes.
So what you can do is look at this plus sign.
Yes.
Click on it. More. Do you see Google Sites?
Okay, I've seen sites. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's Google is sites.google.com. I think it's having S at the back. Then you click on it. It's going to open a blank site for you.
Okay.
So it has opened. So that's everything I was explaining the other time. You understand? If you want to share it with another person,
Sorry, Mrs. Olanike, you read your words.
if you want to share with another person for the person to work on the site with you, so that you people will do it together, you share with the person from here. See the plus button like we share on Google Doc and Google Slide. Then there is a name that this thing is going to work with, that is going to show in your Google Drive. The site name is going to show you. You know, that one we call it what do we call the name when we are viewing? I'm coming. Let me see. When we are viewing the presentation the other time, we have a page title, site name, document site name. So the document site name is what that will show in your it's not loading again. Okay. So the document title is what that will show in your drive. So this is where your site name will be, the name of your site. So for example, I may call this site teach or teacher desk. So that's the title of the name. You can see the teachers there is coming out, but don't forget that that's not my page title. So you may give it a page title. So it's always when you want to work with Google site, first have a draft of how the site will be, what you want to put there. Then you'll be able to put if I already had a name or information that I want to put on the site, I will just type it here. If I have a logo I want to put in, I may say I don't want to see this teacher desk here. Make use of a logo. I will click here to add my logo. So you can upload a logo. You can see upload logo. You can see select. You can see upload favicon. Favicon are all these small icon that shows beside the web page in the URL. When you are using them, you will always see them there. So you can add your logo. Then you can add text. See images. You can embed. You know, we talk about embedding, either Google Form, either videos or other apps. You can also import from Google Drive. So you can create, you know, this one is a blank site. There's nothing. I can create a content block, drag this one here, that is what I want to create. It's going to give me a block. This block is showing me here I'm going to put images, here I'm going to put text with a short description. You can use this layout, image, bigger image with title and description. Just bring it in. You see it will come here. You can see what I've said. Image, edit text. You'll be able to type your information there. You can see it. Then give it heading. Give it what type of font do you want to use. That's what we call the fill you pick your font. You can increase the size, make it bold, italize, change color, put link, add emoji, different things. Do copy and paste, then you can delete. You understand? All these are what is possible with Google Sites. Then you can also, if you have a bank of images that you want to show, have you been on a site whereby you be seeing images scrolling, you can use image carousel. Button is, you want it to be clickable so that when they do it, they will click it. I want to show you a completed site because of time it may not be possible for us to design a full site, but I want to see if I can show a site that has been designed before. I'm trying to search for it. Okay, let me show us this one. I think you can see my new slide, right? Can you see my page? Okay, thank you, Mr. Joshua. So this is just a summer site, a demo site for Premier International School. Premier is just like a teaching something, you understand, that I used to teach some people how to do this thing. You can see, because all this website has been properly formatted. If I share the image with you, you'll be able to see all the information, you understand. So you can see their logo here. I think the page is still loading. Let me allow it to finish loading.
Sorry, Miss Olanike, can you?
So I think it has finished loading. So this Google site is like a demo site created for Premier International School. You understand? It's not a live site, just to show demonstration of what is possible. So you can see the name of the school, that's the name of the site. You can see the logo. It uses both the logo and the school. You can see the first page, home. Under the home button, you can see the title. This is the title of the page, very big, Premier International School. You can see behind, that's like a picture is behind is used as the background of that particular layout. Then you can see a little text, a descriptive text about it, a unique opportunity for students to explore their passion and learn from world-class faculty. So small something is being said about the program. I spoke about button. So button is what you click on. By the time you click on this button in the live site, it's going to perform an action for you. I'll be sending you the live site so that you interact with it in case you are creating your own, so that you know what to do. So you see learn more. If you click on it, it will work. Why you won't see it working here is because this is like the design environment. Do you understand? The design environment, not the main environment where people will see outside. This is like where you do the rough work, you do the settings, the putting together. Then you can scroll down. You can see this layout, image test. When you have image, it's always good to format your image in line with the text that you are putting in, at least to make them almost look alike. And then you always have the title. Just like what I showed us, you have the title. You also have a short descriptive text. You can see the layout. Then you've got any question where you are going to contact, take action, then their address is there. I don't think there's anything more from it. So this is the home page. Apart from this home page, there's also another page called summer program. If you click on it, you are going to see what is there. So you can see, I hope you can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, you can see the summer program. You know, in the home page there was a background picture and the text was on it, but in the new page another layout was used, just ordinary text. Then you see the image, below. This was what happened, and other information, some images, the image of the school, the footer. So all these things you are seeing here, it is achieved through all the elements here: text, embed, drive, images, then content block. Everything, this is a content block. Who will tell me what type of content block is this one? This content block here, where it shows a perfect opportunity for students to learn new things. What type of content block is that one? Is the content block making use of images?
No.
No. So this is just a content block. Text is only text that is showing, and this is another content block that is showing only image. This is
Okay,
another
so what you're
one.
saying that there are different types of content blocks.
Yes, there are different type of content blocks. That's what I'm saying. If you look at the one that I use in the one that was used in the home, let's go down. This content block for this one has an image background. That's the header. This is a image. This is a text content block. This is a button. I think we see the button around here. Can you see button? This learn more and sign up was created with button. Then there's a divider. You can see there's a space here. There's a divider here. Maybe a divider or a space. Either of these two was used. Then look at this. This is a content block, but this content block is having, you can see this blue image around it. So this is a type of content block that is having image and text together in one half of the page. So it's like this content block divided the page into 4 equal halves. Use each one half, quarter of the page for image, the next one for text, just to make it look good. So when you are designing your site, you have to be creative. You don't arrange it anywhere, just like somebody that is cutting clothes. You understand? There are right proportion for everything. Because they say I should put it, you just be putting everything together. So you need to plan how your layout will be. Put an information that will align with the image that you are using. You understand? This content block and this one, that was everything that was used there. You can see that they look alike. But if you go to this one, let's check this page, team. Look at their theme. Another thing is being used. The color of the text was changed from black to this color. Then look at this one. You know, previous we have the content block. This is a content block now. It's showing the layout. The rectangular shape is a content block. It's just showing the image and the woman. But if you look at it, that they are not divided into 2 equal halves, or are they? They are not. So this is a design. This design is different from the one that was used on the home page. This is another one. This one was by the left hand side, the image, and we have the text at the other side. But look at the next image. It was at the center, and the short description of the image was put below it. Next, they repeated what was done at the upper part, this one. So they are following a particular pattern. Definitely the next pattern now is going to be like this. You understand? If you scroll down, you are going to see it. See what I was saying? So you need to be intentional. You need to be creative when creating what you are creating. If you look at this one, the name was typed, or the one in the middle, that was having the image by the side. The name of those people were typed, were bold and with bigger font size. But if you look at the one that is at the middle, it is focusing on the image. It is just a small font size that was used to put their name. So these are different content type. So this content block they make use of images and text but with different layout. These two also, this one layout, you can see this layout is only image that was there. Another layout, just text, was used to convert the description of the image. So you have to be intentional, you have to be creative, you understand, why creating your page. Let's explore the last page and let's see what they have there. The image is not loading. Let's just go down. You can see frequently asked question. A question was asked, the answer was provided below. See an image just to show, just to explain. And this image is not just only one image. Do you notice this thing here? It shows that there are other images here in which you can actually move from one to the other, but it may not show here because it's not the main page. You understand? By the time you go to the main page, you are going to see, maybe I will share the link of the main page with us for you to see. So you can even add social link. Have you been on website where Facebook, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, social link to that particular school or organization is done? You can use this social link, you can add them here, they will show. Then we have YouTube, we have calendar, you can add maps, you can see slide, Google Sheet, forum. It is not under most that you use all this. What is here is based on what you are doing, what you want to achieve. If you use one, if you don't like it, you can remove it and put another one. Will determine what you will do with your Google site. So this is just an example of a site that was achieved. Then after designing, if you want to share it with people, maybe you want somebody to be able to edit it with you, you add them through this link. Share with others, just like you share Google Doc or Google Slide. Then other settings can be found here. How you can navigate your brand images. These include maybe your logo, your background. Then you want to link it to custom domain. This custom domain is going to require you to pay. That means you want to have something like .com at the end of your name or .ng. But if you are okay with the free one Google provide, you will see it now. I think it is okay for every one of us. You understand? Then you can see the color. The basic background color of this website is color white. You can change the color to another thing that you want depending on your choice. You understand? You can choose black, you can make it transparent based on your preference. Then when you are done with everything, all this one is for one page. You can navigate between the pages. These are all the pages that I have based on the information that I have here. Home, summer program theme, frequently asked question. Home, summer theme, FAQ. So you can also do themes. The theme is just that, how do you want it to look like? Do you want to use the one you want to create by yourself, or you want to use the one that was created by Google? The theme allow you to use a particular color and design with text. You can use them. And lest I forget that I tell you, Google Meet also come with templates. Template means that they have designed it. Like if I should share this thing with you now, you can remove all the content and put your own thing there. It depends on the way you want it. They come with template. So if you need to access the template, the same way we open it from Drive. Let's go to Drive. I think when you click plus, I hope that you can see my new no, it's creating Google site. No, that is not what I want to achieve. What I want to achieve is for us to be able to, let's go to the site itself. Let me type sites.google.com. I think it will be better that way. I want to see if it will be able to show us templates you can pick from. Can we see this new page?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So
Very well.
okay, so let's assume that you don't want to create everything from scratch. If you are creating everything from scratch, you are going to be clicking on you're going to be clicking on start a new site. But let's assume that you just want to try, you don't even know what to create, you want to work with templates, something that you can just do, put images, it has been designed, just edit them. Then you can use any of this one. If you are creating an event, you can use this one to create an event. You can use this one to create a project. Like I mentioned, portfolio, when maybe you want to create for yourself as a teacher to showcase your work and your expertise, so you can use portfolio. We have help center. So all this one is what you can click on. These are free templates that are provided for you to pick from. So if you want to demonstrate or you want to start working on it, just click any of these templates and start editing them. Then when you know how to edit them, then you can come back to blank to create. That means a blank website, there's nothing there, you are the one that will put everything. So I will always suggest that you start from template, so until you can work yourself to what you want to achieve. And something that I will also say to you is that practice this thing if you have time. They don't bite, and you are not paying for them. It is free. So they give you you can make mistake, you can learn and learn over it, and it's what you keep doing that we always get better at. So back to the one I was explaining. So after you are done designing the site, it's now time for you to publish your site. You now come here, can you see this publish? You now click publish, so it's going to publish. If you don't want the site to show again, you can unpublish your site. I'm coming. See, you can unpublish your site. If you don't want them to see it, you can unpublish your site. You can see the settings there. Yes, Miss Nike, any question? I can see your hands. Your hand is raised.
If I publish my site, who and who will see it?
Everybody on the internet will see it. If you give them the address, everybody on the internet will see it. For example, now this one that has been published, if I should copy the link and send it to you, maybe I should do that. You will see it. You will see it. Like this one now is already published. You understand? I can just say view published site. See the way it's going to behave. Okay. I'm trying to view the published site now. So it's still loading. Everybody will see it. It will act like the normal website. Let me copy the email address and send it out. You can see the whole site. Let me see how the site is showing here. Yeah, and that's it. So you can see the whole site. Everybody will see it. Let me share this one with you so that you look at it at the end. I will drop it in the income message, so in case you want to explore it, you'll be able to explore it. So that's how you publish your site. And if you want to unpublish, maybe you don't want people to see it again, you just do the same thing. Go to that publish button and you do unpublished, and it will stop showing. I'm sharing this with you. So that's the link. You can go through this link. So it's just like what I told you. It will not show .com because it is free, but it will allow you to practice with it. You can use it. You can also teach your students. You can use it for yourself. You understand? And if you don't want to unpublish, and if you don't want to make it visible, if you publish it, that means anybody on the internet that is with the link can view it. That's what it means. If you don't publish it, it's not everybody that will be able to see it. So before I now allow us to ask our question on Google site, let's quickly go through our lesson review for Google Sites. So lesson check 1. Maintaining a Google site as a class site is valuable because you can communicate easily with a large audience. So what do you think the answer is?
True.
Thank you.
True.
Yeah, let's see. That's true. Thank you for that response. User cannot set unique page level permission for different pages within a site. Users cannot set unique page level permission. Page permission means that certain page will not be visible to some people. Only yeah, you can set permission who is to view the site. It is possible on some sites. So what do you think? Do you think it can be achieved with Google site? Page level permission, let me give you an example. Like imagine you know this JAMB website where they used to check results. Everybody can go to the main page and see their information, but for you to see a particular student result, there are restrictions. You need to put maybe username and password, so that page level permission. For you to view a page where a student result is, you have to enter some credentials, some information. That is page level permission. It's not visible to the public. So they ask that user can set unique page level permission for different pages within a site. Though I didn't mention it in our conversation, but what do you think the answer is?
True.
Okay, I think that's Miss Ijoma. I can recognize her voice very well.
That's Olanike.
Is it Olanike that said true now?
Yeah?
Yes, it's Olanike that says true.
No, the voice is not the same.
I came in.
Okay now. Mr. Joshua, what do you think the answer is?
You have already given us the answer now.
I didn't say the answer. I didn't say the answer.
That
She just explained.
Don't mind him. He does not want to pick
so that
answer.
means
But I think it's true.
Yeah, user can set unique page level permission for different pages within a site. You can determine. You can put restriction by asking them to log in with either their email or password before they will be able to view a certain site. So that one is true. So the next question: where can you find any Google site you are either an owner or editor? So if you are an editor of this site, where do you think you can find them? Or you are the owner of the site, where can you find them?
That's the fine.
You know, you as the owner, you are the one, is your work. You want to edit the work as an editor, as the owner. Where will you see the site you have created or you are working on? So where can you find them? That's what they are asking.
I'll say ABC.
Okay, ABC. Mr. Joshua, what do you say?
ABCD.
You that we started this. Okay, sorry. Did I say I'm sorry. Let's go and check the answer. Let's see. ABCD. So
Is that what? You said that you are sorry.
So it's only available. You know, I don't like communicating the answer before bringing it out. That's why I said I'm sorry. So you can always find it on Google Drive. See, there's nothing called Google site.google.com. I've told you that it's sites.google.com/new. You will be able to see your site as the owner or the editor. I've specifically mentioned that when you create your site, that it is stored in Google Drive. That a document page, what's the name we call it? I think it was, let me see, that it is in this drive. I'm coming. I want to check the name of the document. I just want to take us back a little bit. Site document name. That is the name is going to show in your Google Drive for you to see it. But the name is going to project to people outside is what we call site name. So site document name will always be in your Google Drive if you are the owner of the Google site or an editor of the site. Sorry, I thought I'm going to trying to go back to where we are. Okay, I think I'm there. So let's see the last question. So which of the following feature can you customize in your Google site? Hello, are we there?
I can't see it. I
I'm
can't
here.
see it.
It's not showing.
You see, but I'm not showing the question.
Okay, maybe it's because I'm
Hey.
so fast. You should show the question.
Sure, I think that should be.
Show I think you can customize your themes.
ACD. No, AB.
ABD.
Mr. Joshua,
ABD.
what about you?
Okay, I think that should be D, C, A.
Okay, let's see. So we can actually customize everything in our Google site. The URL address is the address that is showing. You know, I said you can use a custom domain name. I said that you can use .com, but if you are using custom domain name, that you are going to pay. But you can start with little, with everything they provided free, and still enjoy it when you will need additional functionality. So thank you. That's the end of our unit 4. Save time communicating. We've looked at different ways you can communicate. We look at Gmail, we look at Google Meet, creating filter, creating label, signature. We check Google Meet.
It's not showing.
Yeah, I'm on the question page. It's not showing.
Yes, ma, it's not showing.
Wow.
No, it's not showing, please.
So I'm just giving a recap anyway. I'm on the last question that we just answered. Which of the following feature can you customize in your Google Meet? I'm just showing everything we've done in this particular unit.
Yes, that's the one that's showing.
Yeah, that's where I am.
That's the one that's showing.
Yes, that's where I am. I'm just giving a recap of all the apps we learn under Save Time while communicating. We look at Gmail, we look at Google Meet, we look at Google Group, and we look at Google Sites. These 4 apps is what you can use to communicate effectively as a teacher with your audience. So any question? Any question?
Yes,
Ma, please.
I have a question.
Okay.
Yes, you talked about putting name, and then you say for the one that is not paid, you are not going to put .com. Huh? Is that true? I wanted to be clear on that aspect.
Yes, I said the Google site for you to create it is free. You see the name of my own site that I sent to you. That's the way it's going to read. Site.google.com. This is what it's going to read. So if you want your own to be maybe HTTP, maybe your name, let's say joshua.com, you have to buy that domain name from people who are selling it. People are selling it example of people selling it all these people selling hosting services like Whogohost, HostGator, Domain King. If you are not a web developer or web designer, you may not know them. You understand? But it's very easy to buy. You understand? But you may not need them because I said you want to make it professional. You want to start going out big. So for people who are still learning, you want to do it yourself. You know, this like developing a website by yourself. You may still make do with what is available for the free version. You understand? somebody like me now, I have a website I created for myself on Canva, and it's free. You understand? Maybe I'll share it. I just put my images, I put what I do. A part of what I do, I put it there. But if you see the email address, it's reading my name, Damilola Justina canvasite.com, because I didn't buy it. So it's just for me to showcase. Let me see if I can see let me see if I can even load the page. It's just for me to showcase. So it is not on that month I must buy that domain name. If you don't need it, people who need that domain name are people who they can easily scam. Maybe as an individual, nobody want to represent you, because they can't gain anything from you. But let's assume that people like maybe a minister or a school, they may want to pretend that they are in a school. So it's good for them to have a professional name, so that they will know that, for example, a school, maybe like this school, that use their work as a demo now. So for them to know that it's really that school, then they may want to put it premierinternationalacademy.com, you understand, on the address. But for individual users, it may not be necessary, except you are a guru or you want to do it for your customer, for your clients, to collect money from them. So you may also look at that. I don't know if I've been able to answer that question. Have I been able to answer the question, Mr. Joshua? Hello?
Hello, ma. You're not sharing again, no. Your system is offline.
Hello? Yes, I stopped what I'm presenting. I was thinking I will be able to show you example of a site done with Canva.
Okay.
Yes. So when I try to locate the site, any question?
Ma, before he answers, he's still not online, so he's here, but I don't know if he's here. I don't know. Are you dropping the video for? Okay, first of all, I'm very sorry I came in late. I forgot.
You're welcome.
Entirely, and I came in late. Yeah, I came in. Sometimes I check my time. So I'm supposed to be doing something, and then I ran to my phone.
Okay.
Luckily. So I'm really sorry.
It's okay,
please,
Missy.
Would you drop the video?
Yes,
I'll try and go over.
I'll drop the video. Why I've not been dropping other video, I see that it does, because I've attached the main video. It's just like explanation, you understand? So like this one, and maybe hopefully by tomorrow afternoon, it should be ready. But those one I still record them. I just believe like it doesn't worth sharing. So that's why I said I will not be wasting our data or burning the data. So that's why I didn't upload those ones. But if you need them, I can still share them.
That's true.
So I can ask what you thought today is about. It's by a website, right?
You said?
The whole topic for today is about.
It's still on communication. We look at the two remaining apps. We look at Google Groups and Google Sites. And for Google Group, I just say try and create your Google Group. We didn't even do any demonstration of Google Group because I think it's straightforward something. It doesn't really do much. So you can create Google Group, just select and share it with people, and we'll talk about the different advantages. I think when you see the video, you will be able to get it from there.
Okay, is there a site you can form the Google Group on, something like that?
Yes, we also spoke about that. Everything now is from a site. You know, all these one are Google apps. They are all Google apps. So if you also type groups.google.com, it will come. And just the same way you type every of their something is .google.com. If it's Gmail, it's mail.google.com. If it's slide.google.com. site.google.com. forms. So just like that, just put the name before .google.com, it will load. Or you go through the Google apps when you open your Gmail account on your system. But know that the Google site doesn't have application. You understand? It does not have application. Yeah, you have to go through it through the web browser. It's like a website. I didn't even see what I plan to share with us. So that means I've done a lot of work since. Okay, I've seen it. That be it. So I just want to show us example of that. It's not necessary for you to buy a domain when you are creating your website. I hope it loads. If it loads, I share it. If it doesn't load, we'll move on. So any other question? Any other question?
I don't think there is any.
Okay. So I want to show you an example of this, the one I created for myself using Canva. Canva. Do you know of Canva? Then it is not a big deal. I think this one is still directed to Mr. Joshua and another person. It's not a big deal if it has that one that is doesn't having .com. You understand? Because you are not a government body. Nobody want to. It's just for learning purpose and to show your expertise or what you can do. So this one, you can see it in the in-call message. I dropped something there. You can see it. HTTP Damilola Johnson. That's my name. But because I hosted it on Canva, it's showing my.canva.site. But that means I build it on Google site. It's going to show damilolajustina.site.google. Abi Google site. They have their own extension, you understand? So that's the way it normally operates. So it has been a wonderful journey for the past 3 weeks for people who are able to make it up to now. So let me stop this recording. So I say thank you to everyone who has been part of this our